So today I want to attempt to describe and distill the word wisdom. We toss it about so much these days. Well, we don't really toss it about as much as we should. Perhaps we as a species never really tossed it about as much as we should have. If we had, probably it would have been a different case of circumstances for us as a species. But probably we never really valued wisdom as such, as a human trait. We value aggression, assertion, confidence, knowing, type A personality, go-getters, way more than wise, nuanced, restrained, slow individuals. But that's for a different video. For now, I just wanted to say, let's try and tease it out. I'm going to be doing it for the first time, so let's see what it could mean to be wise. So, there is this concept of intelligence and smartness and knowing, and then there's this construct of wisdom. But let's first understand intelligence. What is intelligence? It ties in with thought, thinking. And ideally, thinking is thinking if it's independent thinking, because a lot of what we call as thinking are just really recycled ideas, which we have acquired as a huge bag from our surroundings, some volitionally, some not so volitionally, some intentionally, some not so intentionally, some consciously, some not so consciously, some that we are even aware of, most of them we are not even aware of. So they get embedded into our sense of being, our identity, these thoughts that we acquire, and they use as recycled ideas. And then we sadly cannot label that as thought or independent thought or intelligence. So whatever little remains, that's intelligence and thinking. And then there is meta thinking, and there is lateral intelligence, which is to knowing the thinking of thinking. How did you reach a thought? How did you reach an idea? What are your reasons for getting there? What are your biases to get there? What is the journey of the thought? Are you willing to get rid of it? How tied are you to it? How independent is it? How deprived of your own predilections is that thought and idea? Is what would be subsumed under meta thinking. And lateral thinking would be to be able to deduce the arborization of thoughts, that it's not just A leads to B, B leads to C. It's also how A, B, C ties in with 1, 2, 3, and how that ties in with decimal points. So the lateral and three-dimensional arborization and projection of an idea is what would be a higher form of intelligence, so to speak. But wisdom is a different ballgame altogether. Wisdom is more about internalizing all of it, filtering all of it, knowing all of it, processing all of it, metabolizing all of it, but then also discarding a lot of it, retaining some bit of it, knowing which bit will be having some utility for a certain period of time and then will outlive its utility. And then also constantly, overarchingly so know that there is not a lot of knowing in the act of the knowing, and there's a lot of unknowing and unlearning that is needed in the act of knowing. And to have that poise and real lived humility towards the puniness of your own existence and your thoughts in the vastness of universe, it is with that lived embodiment that you could probably deliver a kernel of what would be referred to as synthesized intelligence and smartness and thought, which could probably be referred to as wisdom. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, let me know.